wrestling fans? You got the show Bill Schuyler here at Total Impact Wrestling Review 8/11/2016. It is time, my friends. This is the bottom line for TNA. It is now and it is never. Stars within this organization is to be reckoned with. World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Lashley, former World Champion EC3, former multiple tag team champion, X Division champion Eddie Edwards, former World Heavyweight Champion and multiple tag team champion, the Cowboy James Storm. These men are the top of the line, the best in the company's business today. We open up with a solid, kick-ass, nicely booked opening match between EC3 and Eddie Edwards. No phoning in of matches. Nobody just taking their time and having it on cruise control. Ethan Carter tearing it down, the ass-kicking machine indeed, even launching an unreal suicide dive out to prove to every single person in that audience, whether they're there live in the arena or they're watching at home, that these are men who were there to prove one thing and one thing only, that this is a company that is on their way back to the top of the game, and that if they are unable to get that job done, then it's time for someone else to step up and take their place. You had the team here of EC3 and Eddie Edwards taking the pinfall. And this would, of course, lead to what appears to be some serious tension brewing between the Miracle Michael Bennett and Moose. A little early in the game, I feel, for these guys to be breaking down in this team. These are two of the best in the business, two former superstars of Ring of Honor who should be growing and increasing a larger faction, or at least taking these tag team of themselves and just taking the gold and doing what they have to do to get it done. Not here just having a meltdown, if you will, this soon in the game. Then we have our second moment of the night, the in-ring debut of Aaron Rex, formerly known as Damien Sandow. The crowd here was solidly behind Aaron Rex, and with him, he was quite the superstar in the WWE as Damien Sandow, and his debut here popped, and the crowd went absolutely bananas. And he announced why he was here in TNA, that he was here to become a champion. He was here to collect championships and to be a success. He was not here to talk about what went wrong in the WWE and what was wrong with his former boss and what was wrong with this guy and what was wrong with this one. No, he wasn't here to waste time on that. He was just here to lay it on the line and tell you what it was he was going to do, how it was going to get done, and that it was going to happen quickly, and it was going to happen succinctly, and it was going to be nothing but positive for Aaron Rex. We then had Gail Kim going up against Marty Bell. Knockout division. I cannot stress more, as I do each and every week, as it does not improve week after week. Horrible, deplorable. This knockouts division is a joke. It is just horrendous. That a division that at one point, just even within the last 12 to 18 months, still had been one of the most formidable women's divisions in the business, to now be an absolute, utter joke. And if they cannot get this faction, this knockouts division back on top, if they cannot get them back in the game, then it's time for them to do away with the women's division here in Impact Wrestling. Oh my God, did I say that? Yes, I didn't stutter. If you can't get it done, then it's time to put it to rest. End it. Money can be well spent on other things in this company. Put these monies towards the X division, towards building a stronger tag team division, for hiring better single stars for the men's division. These are things that need to be done. You're not, instead of wasting your time, your money on this women's division that's going nowhere, cut it and be done with it. We then, we have this match. It's Gail Kim, 5-time Knockouts division women's champion, with up-and-coming star Marty Bell. Gail Kim, one of the best in the business. If Gail Kim cannot turn this division around on her own, who else can? It's time to end it. Then we get a solid promo by the former World Heavyweight Champion. Who am I speaking about? Who else could I be speaking of other than Broken Matt Hardy? The Hardy Boys, the Hardy Brothers, the Deplorable Mule, the Seven Deities, you name any of this going on with the Hardys right now. They are one of the most entertaining, the most just outstandingly solid booked in-ring psychology in the business. There's nobody else there doing anything like the Hardys are doing right now. And they're leading the charge for TNA Wrestling. They're doing something different, something to make the wrestling industry be on notice that TNA is not just going to just slide around and sadly and pathetically just be the least amount of entertainment possible. No, they're going for the gusto. They're going to do what they have to do to make themselves stand out amongst the pro wrestling industry, and they're doing it, and they're doing it in spades. We then get an open challenge by Galloway, another former World Heavyweight Champion, the former chosen one for Vincent Kennedy McMahon in the WWE. This open challenge to former World Champion Ethan Carter III, that his title to be put on the line, Bound for Glory spot. That's right, he wants his spot for Bound for Glory to be put on the line, win, lose, or draw. Nothing to be argued about, nothing to be put haphazardly to the side. Either he takes control, he becomes the man, or he walks away. It doesn't get much more to the letter than that. Galloway, one of the best in this company, and he deserves to get every opportunity that he's demanding right now. And of course, Ethan Carter III, it doesn't get any better than Ethan Carter also. Again, as I said, you have Bobby Lashley, EC3, Eddie Edwards, Cowboy James Storm, Eli Drake. There's so much talent on this roster right now. The X division itself, not quite the greatest that it needs to be, but they're rebuilding, they're rebooting, and they will quickly be where they need to be in a very short amount of time. We then had our main event of the evening, Bobby Lashley going up against James Storm, two of the greatest in TNA and in professional wrestling, period. We're talking you just cannot fake what's going on with these two wrestlers. The future, Bobby Lashley versus the past in James Storm. And TNA original. Yes, James is 14 years in the business, but he's far from getting ready to hang his hat in the ring. No. James Storm still has much more to do in this business, and he will be a future world heavyweight champion here in TNA yet again. He left this company, went down the street, if you will, to join up with NXT last year. And then when the money wasn't where he wanted it to be and he felt more comfortable, they allowed him to get out of his contract and he went back home to TNA. He joined up with Bobby Roode and they became beer money yet again. Excuse me. As beer money, they took control of the tag team division, and it was as if they had never been apart. Then, unfortunately, Bobby Roode contract ended and he left James Storm, and now he is in NXT, leaving Storm the ability to become the TNA champion one more time. And I think we will see the Cowboy, the bearded outlaw, be that champion one more time. And as for tonight, these two men, they went to war. There was no surrender. This was fighting tooth and nail, moving ever closer to Bound for Glory's pay-per-view on Sunday, October 2nd, 2016. We had near fall after near fall. There was no surrender here. It was victory or nothing less. And these guys took it on the line. They did everything and anything in this match, beating the living hell out of each other. And you cannot ask for anything less than that when it comes to guys who have to do what has to be done to make the wrestling world stand on notice that this is a company that is not going to go quietly, gently into that good night. Billy Corgan taking control of TNA. Dixie Carter slowly, not even slowly, quickly losing her power base as the owner of this company, with Billy Corgan taking quick control of said company. And upon him doing so and being allowed to get away with and do what needs to be done to become the number 2 promotion in the United States, over top of Ring of Honor, over top of NXT, to go up head to head with the WWE and with NXT, to go to war with Ring of Honor, with Evolve, with everything out there that's going on in the business, as they just were losing it over these past 24 months. And now they're here to claim it and take it back. Well, my friends, this is exactly what TNA is doing. And if you're a TNA fan, and it's time to stand up with your promotion, it's time to become active on social media. It's time to be active, to get your tickets, spend your money, and go to the matches. Be an active participant as a member of TNA, as a fan, not just to be watching it here and there on TV, checking it out now and then. No, you need to take it by the throat and let all these other promotions know that this is your home team. This is your promotion, and you are not going to allow it just to be slaughtered and left to die on the side roads. as these other promotions continue to rise up and take the spot that they once held. That, my friends, is everything I got to talk to you about tonight. I am the show. You can follow me at You Got the Show on Twitter. This is, again, Total Impact Wrestling news and reviews. Bound for Glory pay-per-view coming up October 2nd, 2016. Do not miss this pay-per-view. Bound for Glory, always the best in this company's repertoire of pay-per-views every year. And my show here at Total Impact Wrestling Review, don't miss it. Each and every week, I'm going to give you the news. I'm going to give you my opinions. I'm going to let you know what's happening in the world of TNA. Follow all of us here at One Wrestling. Follow us all here at the Big Slam Nation on Twitter. Big Ray Show, Billy Ray Valentine, the Professor Quintana, OKAYFABE. It goes on and on. And of course the boss, the Godfather, if you will, Bill Apter at After One Wrestling. Follow us all. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. And follow us on YouTube. With that, my friends, I will see you at the matches, and I'll catch you down the road.
Audio Jungle.